All right, good. I'm going to try to stay tight with the time. I have a habit of filibustering. I've been on paternity leave for the last 2 weeks. We just had number 6, a little boy. So thank you. Thank you. So I haven't had any real adult conversations for 2 weeks, so I might be a little excited to be up here. It is way harder to be a stay-at-home parent than to be at work. I sometimes, after the kids go to bed, you want to watch something on TV with your wife, and my wife, Kathleen, who's a saint, falls asleep in 3 minutes, and I get frustrated. Now I am doing that, so I get it. Mondays are easier than Saturdays a lot of the time. But for today, there's been a lot going on in the world. It's not boring, even being off for 2 weeks and not paying as close attention to the data as you typically do. I certainly dove into it, fearing something crazy had happened and I had missed it. But we're going to certainly tackle the tariffs and everything. Big takeaway. I know we've all had lunch. If anyone's feeling drowsy, and maybe you've never heard an ITR speech today. How many folks have heard an ITR talk? All right, a fair amount, but not too many. Good. I'd like that most didn't raise their hand. That's a nice low bar. We've been around since 1948. We're the oldest still operating privately held economic consulting firm in the U.S. But if any of you penciled this slot in for a nap, and you wake up at the end of this, and there's just one thing I want you to remember, is that 25 will be a growth year overall in the economy compared to 24. We're going to talk about just the risks with the uncertainty, not so much the tariffs themselves, what that could mean, what changes have been made, if any, at this point. But 2025 will be a growth year. 26 to 29 will be periods of economic growth as well. This year is critical to prepare for the growth coming in 26 to 29. You're going to have some unique opportunities this year that we do not want to miss out on. So plan for growth, set aggressive growth goals, and we'll dive into a lot of the whys. But if there's one takeaway I want you to leave with more optimism than the headlines are probably giving you right now. I love to ask, whenever I come to an event, I'll ask my hosts beforehand, I'll say, what generally in the room are the biggest obstacles, if you could summarize it? They usually give me 2 or 3. Labor is always one of them. Short and sweet of it, the labor market's tight. It's not getting any better. This is unemployed persons per job opening. This is saying for every one job, there's a little over one available worker right now. This is the best it's been in the past 2 years. We anticipate by the second half of this year for this to start going the other direction, for there to be more jobs available than workers. So right now is a sweet spot potentially to fill any needs. It might not feel that way. I would not anticipate it getting any better. With a tight labor market comes higher wages. I like maps. As you can see, this is wage inflation by state. It's up everywhere. The good news is, if you had seen this slide a year ago, all those numbers would have been higher, so it's less worse. Now, from a planning perspective over the next 5 years as well, this is median annual earnings. We expect wages to rise between 25 to 28% between now and 29. You need to stress test your business, and you want to protect the labor you have now. Keep those people in their seat, but what are you doing to reduce the need for labor growth? If your business is going to grow X in the next 5 years, and that will necessitate, 30% more labor, what are you doing to reduce that need to 10% or 15%? What tools are you giving your employees to make their jobs more efficient, to make it, you don't want to burn them out, and you want to make them more efficient and better at their job. So stress test that business over the next 5 years. Baby boomers are retiring more and more each year. By 2030, the vast majority of baby boomers will be out of the market. So tight labor market's not going anywhere. Have a plan. Invest in productivity gains. Invest in the younger generation as well. I know it's challenging, but it's how are we bringing in the folks that are replacing the baby boomers? Can we get them in sooner? So the amount of knowledge that's in a baby boomer's mind, we can transfer it, right? Can we get the cheat code? There's 40, 50 years in that head. Can we get it in 3? And sometimes when you retire and you're spending a lot of time with your spouse, it's not what it was cracked up to be. I don't know. I'm not there yet. I'm told. But maybe tease some of those baby boomers back into the workforce, 20 hours a week consulting. Both spouses are happy.